Absolutely. How about a hand for these wonderful, wonderful instructors? Wow. How many of you here for the very first time doing Zumba? Anybody new? Some new people? That's great. Fantastic. My name is Jeanie Ward, and actually I brought some information about 15 years ago. I was close to 300 pounds, and a lot of people don't believe that. And Jizzy asked me to come here today to talk with you all about the things that you're doing, about a healthy lifestyle, and this thing that you're doing right now. Hang on, guys, if you could give me your attention, that'd be great. If you need to go to the ladies' room or guys' room, whatever you need to do, that's great. But the message that I have for you is really in support of what this is about. And I use a very simple formula. It's ABC. And what it is you're being active today. Your bodies are made to move. You're here to have fun in your lifetime. And you know what? It's a lot easier to have a lot of fun when your bodies are healthy and whole and feeling good. Everybody agree with that? Can I get a hand on that? And I love seeing all the young folks here today, the little bitty ones. Because you know, when I was a little girl, I kind of had a hard time in my body. And for many, many years, that's what I struggled with. So 15 years ago, I was 43 at the time. I'll be 60 next year. And I'm a real big advocate of being healthy and whole. And whatever way that you can do that, that allows your heart to sing, that allows you to get up in the morning every time you put your foot on the floor and to do what it is you do, that you feel good, and that you have friends in your life, like everybody here, who can support you in being healthy and whole. And for the young ladies, and especially women of all ages, we get a lot of pressure from the media. We have an idea of what we're supposed to look like, and that it's supposed to be a certain way. And you can look at my poster today and see a picture of me 15, 20 years ago, and what I look like now. And I want to say it's not just about what you look like on the outside, because everybody has a body. And your body already knows its healthy weight, its happy weight, and what allows you to do the things that you enjoy doing. So the ABC is being active. It's appreciating yourself. It's appreciating yourself and allowing yourself to have fun. And I saw a lady back there earlier when I came in. I have to tell you, I've been a little slack in my workout routine, and I tried to get in step back there, and I was really struggling. So I need to get back in the gym, and I need to get to KSU, Kennesaw State University, to go to Jizzy's classes. I met her several months ago when she was here at Unity North. And it's just amazing how different your life will be. I'm a this December, I'm a 10-year breast cancer survivor. I call myself a thriver. That's more than a survivor. But I learned a lot about my body, especially being uncomfortable in it for a very long time, like I said, as a little girl. And it's so beautiful, like I said earlier, to see all these young ladies here. And I know what an impact we, as older women, and much older women, and guys too. I see my friend Dan back there in the booth with the music, and how important it is for your families and to be a wonderful role model for kids all the time, because they are the next generation. And I think most of you know in this country we have an obesity epidemic. We have kids that are dealing with issues as far-ranging as diabetes, to heart issues, to you name it right now, to teen suicides, because kids are uncomfortable. And those are hard things to hear, but I tell you what, when you get into your body and you get to moving and those chemicals get flowing and the endorphins get flowing, you truly are on a natural high. And you don't need anything else out here, but that's already within you. And that leads me to the B in the ABC. To believe in yourself. And that's the lady. Who's the lady that has believe on her shirt back there that I saw earlier? Stand up and take a hand. Stand up and take a hand. Sit down and take a hand. You have to believe in yourself. And you know, when you feel better, it's easier to do that. I remember years ago when I said, you know what, Jeanie? One more time, you're going to give this a try to get this weight off. Because for 30 years, I struggled. Up and down, and I made that commitment 15 years ago, and I said, you know what, if you don't try one more time, you're not going to know. So whatever it takes for you to believe in yourself, I want you to really hear this. Young girls, everybody that's here in this room right now, I want you to pay attention to the next words that I'm going to tell you. If you have people in your life that are critical of you, if you have people that tell you you need to be a certain way, and you need to wear a certain size of clothing, or you need to be somebody that other than who you are, you need some new friends. Yeah. Amen. And I also know that sometimes in our families, we can get messages too that are very difficult. My mom was never comfortable with me being a chubby girl, and I promise you what, God rest her soul today, when I lost the weight, and it's more about getting rid of the heaviness within me that allowed my body to transform. You can go to my website and read about that. But my mom, even when I let go of the weight and I had a healthier body, she looked at me and she said, well, you know what? You're so skinny now. I was like, wow. So pay attention to the messages that you get from other people in your life. Pay attention and listen to your soul within you, to that voice within you. And if you're not sure, you find somebody who's in this room today, people that you can trust, that you can go to tell you that you are beautiful just like you are inside and out. Can I get a hand on that? About believing in you, and you know what? This is an important piece too. You start where you are. You begin, and that's the B also. You begin where you are. I was close to 300 pounds 15 years ago. I couldn't have even attempted this unless I had somebody come up and say, you know what, Jeanie? Come to an event like this. I was so self-conscious, I didn't even want to be out in public, much less hold a microphone and talk about it. So you allow yourself to take that baby step. Just one baby step, and you move your feet, and then you start to believe, and you hang around people who say, here, take my hand, let me walk with you. I've got this great Zumba class with great people, and you know what? They believe that you're beautiful inside and out, and I want you to go there with me. And they can support you in whatever you want to create. And that gets to the C. Create. I see these beautiful dances. Maria, I already asked what your name was. How many of you believe you're a creative being? How many of you really believe you have some creativity in you? I'm not seeing too many hands. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to tell you that you are the most divine creative being that ever walked on this planet. And if you don't know it, you call me and I will tell you. Within you is this creativity that times like this allow you to tap into. And when you do that, it's much easier to make a commitment to yourself, to show up to events like this, to go to classes or all kinds of places that do allow you to dance. Not just your body, which is what you're doing today, but your soul dances too. Okay? And then the C, another word I want you to pay attention to also. I hope you guys are taking notes. I don't see anybody writing anything down. We're going to have a test, you know, after this. Okay? Choices. How many of you feel like you make really healthy choices in your life right now? Okay. How many of you feel like you're not making very healthy choices in your life right now? Okay? So pay attention to the choices that you make, and that includes your food choices. You know, when I let go of that weight, you got to hear this too. This is funny because people say, oh, we just have fast food and we have all these places that are convenient to eat. But I was living in Las Vegas when I lost this weight, and I went to the buffets. That's a eating person's dream. And that's where I got close to 300 pounds. But you know what? I went to the same buffets when I let the weight go. And all I did, plus the commitment and the desire and determination that I told you I had to try one more time, I made different choices. So when you're going out to eat with your friends, or you're making dinner, or your kids are like, hey mom, hey dad, what's for dinner? Think about what you're putting into the food that you're making. If you're thinking, oh my goodness, I only have a few minutes and I can only run by, give me a place somebody would go by real quick. Arby's, Wendy's, Arby's. Okay? Some of these places now have healthier food choices. There's a book out there called Eat This, Not That. Everybody familiar with that? Okay? So there are ways, like I said, you begin where you are. And if your food choices now are not the best, start making little bitty changes at a time. Just like here, you learn a dance here, you learn a step here, another step, and you put it all together, and you have Zumba. Thank you all very much. This is great. I hope to see you all the time. Come to Unity North. We have a health and wellness ministry that I have just started about 3 weeks ago. And this kind of stuff, I want to partner with these ladies here, have the kids and families be healthy and whole and happy. Thank you all so much. Who's next?